And then, all right, so we are going to jump into this and get started. I'm really, really excited for this because I always, like, ever since I joined, I wanted to be able to do a team retreat. And honestly, for some reason, I had it in my mind that to do a team retreat, it had to be like this huge thing, like in this awesome like beach house or something. And for some reason, like I didn't even think like, oh my gosh, I could just do it at my house. And like after Shay did hers, we were talking about like how she did hers. She was like, honestly, Carly, she was like, you could do it at your house. Like, have your team come to your house. Like your house is big enough. There's places that we could go have like a fun team dinner. There's things that we could go do here that are team building. And like, why not just have it here and grow as a team and just like have that experience. So I was like, oh my gosh, like I'm totally like, I'm just going to do it. And so probably for like the last like month-ish, 2 months since July, I don't even know, I've been, somewhat like planning this and just like figuring things out. But I wanted to do a Zoom on how to go Emerald because that is the requirement. Okay. I would absolutely love to just be like, okay, one big, team retreat for everybody. But, when there's like a goal to meet, it helps everybody, right? Who doesn't want to go Emerald? If you want to go Emerald, drop a 1 in the comments. Like you want to go Emerald, right? The average Emerald makes $939 a month. What would an extra $939 a month do for you? A lot. A whole lot, a heck of a lot. Okay. So saying that, to come to the retreat, you have to go Emerald. That is just because that's going to do so much for you. That is going to help you so much. Okay. And this gives you an incentive because who's working harder for the incentive trip? Drop 2. I'll drop my 2 because I'm definitely working harder for that incentive trip because I want to be on a beach somewhere. Right. And guess what? Going Emerald and enrolling these distributors and enrolling these customers, guess what that does? That gets you to our team retreat, but that also gives you more points for our incentive trip. You're welcome. Okay. So we're basically getting 2 incentive trips with this, right? So how fun is that? So this is going to be how to go Emerald 101 and how to get to the team retreat. Okay. I'm going to keep this as simple as I can. So the first 3 things that you need to do, okay? The first thing is you need to print your Emerald chart. If you cannot print an Emerald chart, if you don't have a printer, if you're local, ask me for a chart. I'll print you one. Courtney has a printer. I'm pretty sure, have you posted about that yet? Like she just got a printer, okay? So she can print stuff. So if you need a chart and you want one printed and you're a local, ask and we can print it for you. If you're not local, if you have a Office Depot, you can go there and you can print, I want to say like for like a printer paper, it's probably like 28 cents. I don't even know. For me to print my huge presidential chart on like cardstock, it's like $2.18. So I know it's got to be so cheap to go and print one chart. Okay. Print it. If you absolutely cannot print it, draw it. It's so easy to draw. Okay. All you have to do is log into eSuite, go to documents and literally just type in the search bar Emerald and it will pop up. I think it says like Emerald, it should say Emerald chart, but it's under like business and team building. I think that's like the category. And then it'll say like Emerald chart. You can click download and it's going to open up the Emerald chart, which looks like this. Okay. And you can draw it. And so if you draw it, you're going to draw 3 boxes. Like it's literally this. You can look at the picture and just draw it. You don't have to be good at art to draw this, right? This is easy. So you're going to draw or you're going to print or draw your Emerald chart. You're going to have that chart because in order to reach a promotion, you have to know where you're going, right? And in order to know where you're going, you have to see it. You have to see where you're going, right? If you were trying to drive your car down a road that you couldn't see, where are you going to end up? Are you going to end up where you want to be? No. You're going to end up off the road, right? So if you're trying to go Emerald, but you don't have a chart to look at, where are you going to go? It's not going to be Emerald because you don't know where you're going. You don't know what you need to get there, okay? So print your chart, draw your chart. I want you to have an actual piece of paper chart in front of you, not just one on your phone. I want you to have an actual chart that you can hold, okay? So print your chart. The second thing that you're going to do is you're going to sign on 9 distributors. 9 people, you guys. Whenever I was trying to find a chart to print, because for some reason my computer did something the other day and it like restarted and like I don't know where all my stuff is. So I Googled Emerald chart and I Googled 2019 thinking it would be an updated one. It was the only one I could find on Google was the old chart. And I saw how many distributors that was. And I was like, gosh, dang, that was a lot of people. Because Ruby was 5 people, right? So that's 10 plus I think Emerald was 15 people, and now Emerald's 9 people. So easy. 9 people, you guys, okay? So you're going to print your Emerald chart, and you're going to say, I need 9 distributors, okay, on a piece of paper, on a separate piece of paper, or on the back of your chart. You're going to write, I need, draw a line under it, 9 distributors, okay? Goal number 1 for Going Emerald, 9, because you have to be charted to hit the promotion, meaning you have the 9 distributors under you. So if you're not already charted, or if you're somewhat charted, figure out, look at your Emerald chart, okay, pull your Ruby chart. Your Emerald chart's going to just copy over. How many distributors are you short? Do you have 3? Okay, well, you need 6 more. Do you have 2? Okay, you need 7 more, right? Figure out how many distributors you have, figure out what you need, and put it on the back of that chart or on another piece of paper. I need blank distributors. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to look at how much volume you need, right? Because this is how we promote, keeping it so simple. You fill the boxes. So every single box on an Emerald chart is going to have a name in it. This is a distributor working the business with you. From there, just because you have the distributors, just because your boxes are full, that does not mean you're an Emerald. That means you're charted, you're boxed for the promotion. You have the people that you need to actually hit the promotion. Now you have to not you, hopefully your girls are working with you a lot and filling this volume, but every single box on this chart needs to have 400 group volume. Do y'all see why one of our goals is getting to the 400 club? Because if we're teaching our new distributors to get to the 400 club, guess what? That's helping us with our promotions, right? What? What chocolate? It's in the refrigerator, in the door. Go ask Gigi. It's in the refrigerator door. Just 1 second. Come on. I really want some chocolate milk. We're out of chocolate. I don't even have chocolate green, so no chocolate milk for Berkeley. So where was I? Oh, every single box is a person. This is a distributor. This is somebody working the business with you. So you have to have, every box needs a name. Once you have every box with a name in it and you're charted for your promotion, you have to fill the volume. So what that means is this girl's at 400, she's at 400, she's at 400, 400, 400, 400, okay? Every box at 400 group volume. So a qualified leg, because they say qualified leg under them now, a qualified leg just means a distributor with 400 group volume, right? Because do y'all remember in the new distributor training, I said that once you hit the 400 club, you're eligible for promotions, you're eligible for all bonuses. You have to get to the 400 club, because once she gets to the 400 club, she could start going Ruby, or she could start going Ruby, right? So 400 club. That's why when we sign our new distributors, it's to help them get their shopping spree. First 4 customers is your first goal. The second goal is we're getting our new distributors into the 400 club, right? Because that makes them eligible to start promoting and earning bonuses, but it's also helping you with your chart, okay? Do y'all see how everything ties in together? It's literally everything just sets you up for success if you're working it right and pouring into your business, okay? So you get them you get the volume filled, okay? Next, you have to have at least, it says it somewhere on here, 5,000 group volume to go Emerald, okay? And we'll get into that, but so that's what we do. So you've printed your chart, you've written down what you need, how many distributors you need, you're focused on filling the volume, and you know that you have to have at least 5,000 group volume to promote to Emerald, period, okay? Now, we're gonna break all of that down. So, like I said, you need 9 distributors, you guys, 9. 2 of those distributors, okay, we're just gonna look, don't look at the 6 boxes on the bottom right now. We're only looking at these 3 boxes directly under you, okay? You need 2 rubies and 1 qualified leg, 1 400 box, whatever you want to call it, directly under you, okay? So all of these people are directly under you. And then your 2 rubies, so here's a ruby and here's a ruby, need 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 qualified legs. 3 people in the 400 club each. Are y'all following me so far? Drop a 3 in the comments if you're following me, if we're on the same page. Okay, so Your rubies, they're promoting to ruby, right? Because for you to go emerald, 2 people under you have to go ruby, okay? So to promote, you have to be commission qualified. So you are going emerald, so you need to have an 80 BV auto shipment set up or 150 personal bonus volume, okay? Your 2 rubies have to have an auto shipment set up or 150 personal bonus volume because they are promoting as well, okay? So let's say that this ruby is not commission qualified. You're going to have to either, you and her are going to have to sign on some customers and get her commission qualified, or homegirl's going to need to run an 80 BV auto shipment, okay? But any promotion that you're working towards, once people start promoting under you, ruby, to go ruby, you don't have to worry about this because nobody's promoting under you for you to go ruby, right? They're just qualified legs. And then emerald is the first promotion where you're promoting and now you have people on your team promoting. So emerald's a fun promotion because you're really stepping into leadership here. So they have to be commission qualified and you have to be commission qualified. Now, if you focus on your 4 or on your 9 boxes and you've got every box at 400 group volume, let me think. Your total group volume is going to be around 3,600. That's not 5,000, right? You're a little short. So where does that extra volume come from? Okay. Do y'all remember me saying use 1 month to chart yourself for promotion, 1 month to fill the volume for that promotion, but also chart yourself for the next promotion, like stepping stones, right? So if you're charting yourself for ruby, you're charted for ruby. That next month you're filling the volume for ruby, but you're charting yourself for emerald. The next month you're filling the volume for your emerald promotion, but charting yourself for diamond, right? Y'all get that? Because what that does is if you're charted for emerald and you're working on filling the volume for emerald, but you're charted for diamond, and you have other girls on your diamond chart enrolling and bringing in volume, that's helping your group volume go up for your emerald promotion, okay? Because you have to have 5,000 group volume. But once you have all your boxes full with 400, that extra volume can come from anywhere in your downline. So don't let that scare you. And also, you're going to have more, right? This box might be at 600 something. This box might be at 800 something. She might be at 3,000 something, right? These 2 rubies have to have at least, well, no, you'll have more. They have to have at least 2,000 group volume. So that's 4,000 plus all of these boxes at 400. Okay. So Carly's bad at math. We all know this. So 2,000, 2,000, and then all of these 400 boxes, right? Right. You have to have 5,000 group volume. Are we still on the same page? I'm getting a little confusing. This is a lot of numbers going through my brain. Same page? Okay. So now getting into, the retreat, right? Does anybody have any questions on how to go emerald? I don't care what your question is. I don't care if you think that it's a dumb question. If you have a question about going emerald or about charting or about volume, now's the time to ask. Okay. I'm going to keep going. If somebody has a question, ask. Okay. So you've signed your 9 distributors. You've been focused on filling the volume for your emerald promotion, and you're doing all of that stuff towards that promotion so you can go emerald, so you can come to the retreat, right? Now, you will need some money to get here, right? Because I live in Texas. Not everybody lives in Texas. So how are you going to get here? Okay. Do not go into it with a broke mindset. Do not go into this saying, well, I'm not even going to try to go emerald because I know I'm not going to have the money to get there. If that's your mindset, get off of this Zoom, because that's not the mindset that you need to be working this business. And that is me being so red and so loving at the same time. You have to have the right mindset, okay? Tell yourself, I don't care what it takes, I'm going to be there, right? Because that's the mindset that we have for conference. I did not pay my electricity bill the first year. I didn't pay my water bill to join this business. I didn't pay my electricity bill to go to conference my first year, right? I came home to 2 disconnection notices under my rug, and I was like, all right, it's probably going to get shut off. Like literally this week, like here I am home from conference, my electricity is probably going to get shut off. The momentum and the fire and what conference did for me, being around those like-minded people, I came home and I got to work and I got $300 in fast starts that week, and I paid my electricity bill because I got to an event, okay? No, this isn't a corporate event, but just being around your team, just like Caroline was talking about earlier, being around your people, being around like-minded people. Like And two, it's weird, like meeting these people for the first time. Like the first time I met Courtney Bohr, I was like, I feel like I know you and you're like famous. You're like It Works famous, and I'm like sitting next to you right now. Like, what is life? You know? And like, it's weird because I feel like I know all of you, right? Who feels like, if I want you to drop a 4 in the chat, if you feel like you know me, you've never met me, but you feel like you've known me your whole life, or like we've just been buddies forever, right? Because we talk daily. We do everything daily together, right? But half of y'all I've never met, and half of you have never met me. So imagine what it's going to be like us being in the same room, us sitting in my living room doing team bonding things. I wish I could tell y'all the surprise guests are going to be here, but I'm not, because y'all are going to cry. Like, it's going to be so fun. We're going to have Zooms with people in the corporate staff, okay? Them taking time out of their life to talk to us, not a live Facebook, not Jade Hooper, us, okay? So get there. Let that drive you. Let that inspire you. Let that motivate you, or whatever it's going to take for you to start pouring into this business and to get there. Because I promise you, if you can do that, if you can, and I was in our leaders chat that we have, I was talking about it. I was like, y'all, we're doing this at the most perfect time, okay? Because we're doing this in October, right? Guess what's in a few months after October? October, November, December, January, February. In 4 months, conference. So we had boom season, and then it was a little slow, right? It was a little, summer was like a big bump. And now we have our team retreat. And we're going to come and we're going to be around each other, and we're going to do team bonding things, and we're going to just work our business, and we're just going to have that fire and that momentum and just that excitement around us. And then we're going to leave and we're going to go home, and we're like, oh my gosh, like that was amazing. We can reflect on that and how we grew from that. And guess what? That's going to take us through the next 4 months. And then guess what? We're going to conference, and that's going to take us through the next 6 months. Okay. And then we're going to have another team retreat. So how amazing is this going to be? Okay. Go into it with that mindset, thinking this is going to do amazing things for me. I'm going to take so much out of this. It's just going to literally be the best time. Okay. So you're going to have money to get here, right? But you're not going to you're not going to count yourself out because you say, I don't have the money to get there right now. You're right. You might not have the money to get here right now, but you can have the money, because what's one of the ways that we get paid? Fast starts, right? Okay. So how much money do you need to get here? I'm going to say that max, and this is probably definitely highballing it, $500 is what you would need for the whole Friday through Sunday, okay? And that's definitely highballing it. You will need money to get here, so a plane ticket or gas. I don't know. Y'all can look up plane tickets from where you are to me. I live in Sherman, Texas. The closest airport will be probably DFW or Love Field. I don't know. And communicate, okay? Those who are coming, I don't really know how the airports work. I've been to them, but I'm so like anxious when I'm there that I don't pay attention to anything. But what I was thinking is like maybe like me and Courtney, because me, Courtney, Brianna, and Allison we all live here in Sherman. So if we needed to, like maybe we could come to the airport and like pick some girls up, drive y'all back here. That way nobody's having to like pay for rental cars. So we'll figure all that out when we figure out like how many people are coming and whatnot. But plane ticket or gas to get here, okay? So look up a plane ticket. How much is it for you from wherever you are, from wherever your airport is, to fly to DFW or Love Field? Probably, is Love Field cheaper? Because it's a smaller airport? I don't know how that works, okay? Maybe look up both. How much is it for you to fly from wherever you are to Dallas, to DFW, and then how much is it for you to fly into Love Field, okay? Figure that out. What's your number? How much is it? I'm going to say maybe, I don't know, $300 round trip. So that leaves you $200, okay, for dinner one night, because there will be one night that we go out to dinner, and we're going to do 2 team bonding exercises, which they'll be out somewhere, and they won't even cost $100 together. So you will have plenty of money, okay? So $500 max. So how are you going to get that? How are you going to get that? Because I'm not an emerald yet, so my commission check isn't going to be $900. And I'm a ruby, but maybe my ruby checks aren't really strong and they're not $500 ruby checks. Well, you're going to bust your butt and you're going to get some dang fast starts, girlfriend. Right. Fast starts are my best friend. If there's something that I'm ever wanting to do, I'm like, how many fast starts do I need? Do y'all know that when I went to Colorado in February, everything that I did, that what I spent money on in Colorado was from fast starts? All of my shopping was fast starts. Fast starts are your best friend. When I went to Colorado in earlier last month, fast starts. The hotel, fast starts. All of my shopping, fast starts. All of the food, fast starts. Because I tell myself that my commissions are for my bills and for the things that I need, like bills, groceries. Fast starts are for the things that I want, right? Because commissions are consistent. I mean, they drop some, go up some, but you know what I mean. Commissions kind of stay the same, but fast starts are a bonus, right? So if there's something I'm wanting to go do, if I'm gonna go look at this, I need to go get my hair done. I need 2 fast starts, and I'm gonna go get my hair done, right? Wow, that simple. Have that mindset, okay? So how much is your plane ticket to get here, okay? How much do you need to get here? So you're here for 3 nights. We're going out to dinner 1 night, okay? I'm thinking that we'll probably go, I don't know. I don't know if y'all would want to do something like fancy or if y'all want to do something like laid back. But whatever y'all want to do, we'll go to dinner, okay? The other night, I'm going to actually, we're going to have a taco bar. And I'll go pick all that up. It'll be from one of the restaurants here, so it'll be like a catered taco bar. And then the next night is we're just gonna have a pizza night. We're just gonna order pizza, okay? And then the two team bonding exercises that we're doing, I'm not gonna tell you what they are. So literally $500 max, okay? So if you are charted for Emerald, if you have signed on your 9 distributors, guess what's sitting on the table for you? I want y'all to actually guess. I want to see if anybody gets it. Actually guess. You have signed on 9 distributors. What can you earn? What's on the table? Does anyone know? Yes, $900 in fast starts. Holy moly. You have signed on 9 distributors. You've gotten yourself charted for Emerald. Now all you have to do is fill the volume. But if you're working on filling that volume and placing customers under these distributors that you just signed on, you're getting fast starts. You're making $900 in bonuses on top of $939 for your average income as an Emerald, okay? And those average incomes, you want to be the one who enrolls your team. You want to be the one who's enrolling the distributors under you. You don't want to have your upline or your enroller place all 9 distributors under you. Do you want to know why? You won't make as much off of them. Your enroller will. Okay? That is why my paychecks, as whatever rank, have always been a little higher, because I enroll a lot of distributors. Okay? And personally enrolled distributors you make more off of. So you want to enroll the most. Plus, once you go diamond, you unlock cabs, which we're not even getting into that, but you can make more off of personally enrolled distributors. So you want to make sure that you are focused on signing 9 distributors. And you guys, that is not hard, okay? Who filled up their gas tank in the last week? What number are we on? 5? Drop a 5 in the chat if you filled up your gas tank in the last week. Okay, did any of you take a picture at the gas pump thinking it works? Yes or no? Okay, guess what? You probably just missed out on some distributors. Do you know why? People don't relate to saying, I make 5 figures a month for my cell phone. Nobody relates to that. Do you know what gets me distributors? Do you know what gets people in my inbox and on my list as potential distributors? Posting about gas. Whenever I went to get my oil changed, I did a post about how I spent like $100-something on my car because I filled my gas tank up and I changed my oil in one day, and I took a picture of the gas pump and a picture of the receipt from the mechanic shop thing, and I got 2 potential distributors from that post because they were like, oh my gosh, I wish I could do that. Do you know how many people are out there that wish they could just go to the gas pump and fill up their gas tank? A lot. There's a lot of people out there that wish that. That was me. Before this business, I remember multiple times having $5 freaking dollars. What does $5 in gas do you? Hardly anything. Keeps you from running out of gas for a hot second, but $5 hardly does anything. I wanted to be able to go to the gas pump and insert my card, do my PIN, get the gas, go put it in there, and wait for it to shut off on its own because my car was full. I didn't want to have to sit there and be like, oh, gosh, oh, okay, I got 5 more cents. Okay. I didn't want to do that anymore, right? Drop a 6 if that's you, if you've been doing that. Everybody better be dropping their 6s. I know at some point we have all been there and done that, okay? Post about the small things. Post about that. Just like Courtney was able to go and buy a printer for her business. She better post that. She better post about that, right? Because that's something that she was able to do because of this business, right? Do y'all know that in the last week I've gone to the grocery store 3 times? 3. One time was to go and get all the groceries that we needed for the week. The second time, I don't even remember what it was for. What was it for? The second time, oh, I needed shampoo because I went and got groceries and I forgot to get like tampons and shampoo and everything. So I was like, crap, well, I'll go do that. So when the kids left Saturday, they were here. My parents watched them. I went to the grocery store and got all of those things. And then yesterday, me and my mom went to the grocery store to get, I don't remember what I needed. Oh, I wanted to look. Riley's birthday is on Thursday. He's turning 1. And I wanted to go and look at toys, like without the kids being with me. And so I went to do that. And guess what? I got some extra stuff because I just got a new comforter. And I needed new pillows for my pretty pillowcases that came in my comforter, right? I got 2 pillows for that. I had to get some medicine for me. I got some new shower gel and some new bubble bath. What else? I don't remember. But I got the things that I needed, and I got a few extra things. And guess what? I spent $111 last night at Walmart. That was my 3rd time going to the grocery store last week. Do y'all know that before this business, there were times where I would have $100 for groceries for the month? For the whole month. I'm really, really good at making a whole little bit of stuff last a long time because that was my life before this business. And guess what? I posted today, and my post, I completely forgot on Instagram that it was going to be a post about going to the grocery store 3 times, and then I started thinking about the screen time and all that, and it turned into something different. But on my Instagram, you can slide over, and it's a picture of my groceries from last night, which doesn't have anything to do with the post, but people can see, wow, she's, making money from her phone and working full-time and buying groceries, okay? Do you know how many potential distributors I've gotten today? 3. Because they relate to that, okay? They related to the post of me talking about you're already on your phone. I was able to, I haven't even posted about it, but a couple weeks ago, I was able to go and buy a new car battery for my car because my car kind of like started being iffy. And I was like, I'm just going to save this for when I need a really good business post. So guess what? Tomorrow, I'm probably going to post that. I just spent, how much was it? It was like $158 for a battery for my car. Swipe. Because of this business. Those are the things that you need to post about, okay? Going to the grocery store. How often do you go to the grocery store? If you go to the grocery store once a week, drop a 7. No matter what it's for. If it's a $60 grocery trip, if it's a $200 grocery trip, you're going to the grocery store at some point throughout the week, right? To get something. Talk about that. Because if it wasn't for this business, would you be doing that? Would you have the extra money to go and do that? And y'all don't have to say, but I'm not making $500 a month. I can't post like that. You guys, there were times where whenever I first joined this business, my first check was $145 freaking dollars. Okay? And I don't remember what it went towards, but I knew that because of this business, that $100 fast start, that maybe I spent 50 of it on a bill, and I was going and 30 in gas, and now I've got $20 left out of the fast start bonus, but I'm taking that $20 and I'm going to get groceries. Guess what I did? I made a post about it because that's $20 that I didn't have. That's $20 worth of groceries that I wouldn't have gotten if I didn't work that business. Okay? The only way that this business isn't paying any of that is if you're not making any commissions. And if you're not making any commissions, then you need to figure out what you're doing wrong. And you need to fix it. And fast starts, you guys. Fast start bonuses. If you need $100, sign a distributor. If you need $300, sign 3 distributors. If you need $900, sign 9 distributors. Okay? But stop looking at this business and at the work as if it's this huge mountain in front of you that you're never going to be able to get over. Because this is something so simple. How many of you before this business were on social media? Drop an 8. You were on Facebook, you were on Instagram. Every single person, right? Everyone. So now you just have to have the discipline to work this business instead of just scrolling, instead of just getting on social media and, listening to trainings. Okay? If you're not enrolling, how many messages are you sending? How many messages are you sending? What is the value of your posts? Are you posting a before and after daily? Are you a product of the product? Are you showing people your before and afters? Because if you start doing that, you're going to start getting enrollments. And it's funny, once you've been in this business for a year, Facebook shows you your memories and you can go back and see old posts that you've done. And it's kind of cool because let's say that you have a day that you're just like, oh my gosh, I don't know what to post. Go look back on this day on what you posted on this day last year. Maybe you can recycle it and use it again. But mine, this time last year, September, I was doing a lot of work to go triple because I went triple in October. So in September, I was hustling, I was grinding, I was doing all the nitty gritty, I was getting it all done, right? All of my posts, my post method for September was a good morning post, and even all of October. For 2 months, this is how I posted. It was a good morning post. It was something about keto coffee, how I was sipping my skinny coffee, keto coffee, at home with my kids, or at this time with Berkeley, right? Talking about how I was miserable pregnant. I was ready, somebody come and take this baby out of me because I was so massive pregnant. So good morning post, all in one post. Good morning, sitting here sipping my skinny coffee. Berkeley's watching cartoons. I'm so thankful to be able to do this. Yada, yada, yada. Something like that. The next post had nothing to do with It Works. It was a filler. It was, something cute of Berkeley, some quote, something. Nothing about the business, nothing about the products, just a filler. Something for me to post that maybe is going to bring in some interaction. And I don't mean an interaction post like a poll or how do you like your coffee, iced or hot? It was just a quote or something that would make somebody feel positive or good, okay? Guess what the third post was? The third post was an actual before and after posted on my Facebook. And the caption would be something, wow, I'm so excited for blah, 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 blah. She has, been drinking our skinny coffee and chocolate greens, and her results are just amazing. I'm so proud of you. I'm so happy for you. I had no girl who I had no idea who the girl was in the picture. But I'm so happy for this girl or whatever. I didn't put a name because I didn't want somebody to come back and be like, that is so-and-so. So this girl or this babe or something, okay? I have 6 spots left. Who needs to burn fat while drinking coffee? Leave me a comment below. Daily, I did that in that order. Okay? I don't know if I have my, let's see. I don't know where that spiral is. I think Berkeley took it out of my basket. I was going to look and see how many customers I signed up last September. But I know last September, I signed a lot of customers because that's how I was posting. I was posting before and after daily. I was talking about the products, okay? And then in October, in October, Riley was born. Or he was born in September, but, Riley was there. And I would change it to sitting here with my kids, and I started talking a lot more about the freedoms and how I was sitting here and not taking Riley. I didn't have to worry about getting off of maternity leave. I was here for the long haul, talked about that. That got people interested in the business. Talk about your life. Be relatable, okay? Talk about all of the things that this business will allow you to do, and people will start following you, okay? And when you start talking about what it's allowing you to do, people will start watching. They're going to wait for you to see that success that you have. They will join you. It doesn't matter if your success is $100 or if your success is $500. That is success. That is progress. That is growth. And that is what this business is about. Okay? I want you to think about this. Where were you when you joined this business? Okay? Do you have that? Do you have where you were? Where were you financially? Where were you mentally? Where were you, where were you as a person? Where were you in life? Are you there? Where are you now? Have you moved forward at all? Even if it's just a little bit. Even if you're like, but I've been in this business for X amount of time and I'm not where I thought I'd be by now, or I'm not where I want to be by now. Have you grown? Have you grown from where you were to where you are now? Yes or no in the chat. Have you grown? That's what it's about. It's about growth. It's not about a time limit. It's not about, well, I thought, and actually, I think I shared it in here earlier, but I'm going to whip it out again. My notes from church this morning, because I don't remember exactly what he said. So where am I in stages of growth? We were talking about our walk with Christ, but where am I in stages of growth in my business? Okay. Walking in this business is a process of growth. Okay. So if you're sitting there and you're having the thought of not where I thought that I would be by now, not where I hoped that I would be by now, but I'm not where I was. Can you say that? Not where I thought or hoped I would be by now, but I'm not where I was. Even if your commission checks have been $23 a month, even if your commission checks have been $54 a month, even if they've been $100 a month, you are growing, okay? And so my next question, obviously that's about progress and growth, but my next question is, if you've been stuck here, if you feel like month after month you've been trying to go Ruby, or you've been trying to rank back to Ruby, or you've been trying to go Emerald, or you've been trying to go Diamond, or you've been trying to go Triple or Prez, or whatever rank you've been trying to go, have you been growing? Have you been doing personal development? Yes or no? Honest question. Have you been doing your personal development? If you're doing your personal development, you're growing. And if you're doing your personal development and you're working this business, then you are growing and you are taking the steps. All right? It's not going to be in the time frame that you want it necessarily, but it's going to be in the time frame that you need it, right? That's one thing that I've had to realize. I thought that I would be a presidential diamond in March. I was charted in February and I was like, ooh, I'm charted now. All I got to do is fill this volume. It's happening this month. It's September and I'm not a presidential diamond, right? But I know that I will be one day. And that's how you have to look at this. So we just got off on a super, I don't even know what to call that, but that's not anything to do with going Emerald really, but I hope maybe y'all got some value from it. But does anybody have questions over how to go Emerald? And because I see, actually, I'm going to put it where I can see everybody. I see some people on here who have been working on going Ruby, working on going Diamond. I see some new girls who are working on going Ruby. I see some people who are working on getting Ruby back, right? So most of us on here, if you are working on going Ruby and you've never promoted, and Ruby is where you're going right now, drop an 8. Okay, so y'all know that Ruby is a stepping stone to Emerald, right? Get your 3. Sign your first 3 distributors. Okay, chart yourself for Ruby. Pull that Emerald chart out. Sign on 6 more distributors. Help 2 of your girls get charted for Ruby. Because if you chart yourself for Ruby and you're working on that Ruby promotion and that's where you're focused, but you're teaching 2 of your, even 3, that could be where your extra volume comes from. Have 3 people go Ruby under you, right? That's going to fill that extra volume for you for that 5,000 group volume minimum that you have to go Ruby. So if you sign 3 distributors and you go Ruby and you teach your 3 distributors how to go Ruby like you just did, guess what you've just done? You have just gone Emerald. Is that simple? Like, is that simple enough to where we understand it and like actually understand it? Because I want to see, how many people are on here? 19. So there's 19 people on here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 of us. 5. Are 5 of us Emeralds and above? Cheyenne Maple's an Emerald. And then Brianna, Courtney, me, and Allison. So we'll be here at the retreat, right? We will be here. Everybody else just has to go Emerald. You just have to go Ruby, and then you just have to teach 2 or 3 people how to go Ruby like you just did, right? And guess what our new distributor training is? It's how to go Ruby. Because if you can go Ruby, you can hit any rank in this business. And whenever we were talking as leaders, and I was like, our new distributor training just needs to be so simple, but it needs to be where we're producing, and our new distributors are producing, and they're seeing results, and they're reaching goals, right? So what's your first goal as a new distributor? 4 loyal customers. Get your shopping spree. Second goal, 400 club, right? You're now a qualified leg, but now you're helping your enroller or your upline with their current promotion, right? And you're working on Ruby, right? Rubies, rubies, rubies. If you can focus on Ruby and you can focus on people going Ruby, you're going to promote to Emerald. And then guess what? You're going to promote to Diamond, because you go Diamond by helping one girl under you, go Ruby, or one girl under you go Emerald, and you have a Ruby. So if you can go Emerald by helping 2 girls go Ruby under you, and then you've got your 400 box in your top line, and then you help one of your girls go Emerald, you're a Diamond. Okay? That's why Ruby is so important. It's just a bunch of rubies, okay? So what is your goal? Get charted. After that, fill the volume. Go Emerald. Get to the retreat. You're not going to look at it like I'm counting myself out. I'm not going because I don't have the money. You're going to look at it like I'm going to get some fast starts. You're going to figure out how much money you need in fast starts to get here, right? And if you're local here, you better go Emerald so you can just drive your happy self over to my house. Because how sad would that be if you freaking live in Sherman and you don't get to come because you didn't go Emerald, and it's something that's so easy and you truly want it, right? If you didn't truly want to go Emerald, you wouldn't be on this Zoom right now, okay? So I see who's on here, and I appreciate you being on here. And I want you to know that you're going to go Emerald. I believe in you. I know that you can do it, but it's time for you to stop doubting yourself. It's time for you to have that faith and that belief in yourself and look at it as if I just have to go Ruby, and I just have to teach 2 people how to go Ruby, and I'm going Emerald, okay? So I hope that, are we on the same page? Are we understood? Does anybody have questions? Y'all know my biggest pet peeve is getting off Zoom and then everybody asking questions. So if you've got questions, y'all better ask. Because you might have a question and you're like, I'm not going to ask because I think that this is a dumb question. But what if you have that question and Sally has that question, and now I can just answer it and answer it for both you and Sally instead of having to type it out in the chat. And also, in our messenger chat, when I'm trying to send a voice message, every single time somebody pops into the chat, it makes my voice message go away because like somebody new's coming into the chat. And so it takes me forever to send a voice message in there. I have to like send it to like Courtney, or like in our leaders like messenger chat, I have to like send it and be like, y'all ignore this. And then I send a voice message, and then I have to forward it from there to here so that it doesn't like keep popping away, because that drives me nuts. So ask your questions if you've got questions. If you don't have questions, then we're going to hop off of here. But I'm excited for this, and I hope that y'all are excited, and I hope that you see, the importance of stuff like this. I hope that you are, you're going to meet the people who you've been working with, right? You're going to meet these people who you see every single day. I remember my first conference just meeting Courtney Lavie and Kristen and all of these girls who I talked to daily, and like meeting them in person, I'm like, oh my gosh, you are real. Wow. And it's so fun because you meet people, and literally the first thing that most people tell me, like, you're shorter than I thought. I'm like, yes, thank you. Yeah. I know. Okay. So it's fun and it's just getting around. Like, y'all are my friends, just like Caroline said, like my people, right? And so why wouldn't you want to come to a huge sleepover or party or whatever with all of your friends, right? If your best friend was having a sleepover and she was like, okay, you can come to my sleepover, but you've got to do this first, you would get it done no matter what it was because you want to go to that sleepover at your best friend's house, right? How many of you are moms on here? Drop a 9 if you're a mom. Okay. Now, let's say that your child really wanted to do something. Like you knew that they wanted to do something so bad, right? Are you just going to be like, I'm sorry, you're not going to get to do that because I don't feel like doing that. I don't feel like getting it done. I don't feel like taking the steps that are needed to get you to do that, right? No. You're going to be like, it's blood, sweat, and tears. I'm going to get it done. I'm going to do what I have to do to give this life to you for you to be able to do that. Look at your promotion that way, right? Look at your promotion that way. Put blood, sweat, and tears into this, okay? And if you do, y'all are going to look back and just be like, hey, Carly, you remember that one Zoom you did when you were like trying to get a scope emerald and now we're all triple diamond? I'm going to be like, yes, I remember. And that's what I was going for, okay? Because that's what it's about. You can literally get to any rank in this company if you can go Ruby and teach people to go Ruby. And that's what Emerald is. It's your first rank teaching people how to promote under you. And don't let that be scary. Don't let that be scary. It's fun, okay? So I hope that y'all understand this. I hope that y'all have your Emerald chart. I hope that you're excited. Yes, Hannah, your butt better be here. All of y'all better be here. I see every single person. I know the people who are on here, and y'all better be here, okay? Right now, your homework. I'm assigning homework, and I want you to post it after we get off of here. I'm going to be like, oh my gosh, that Emerald Zoom was so fun. What was your aha moment? And in the chats, I want a screenshot of how much a plane ticket is from wherever you are to me, or if you're driving, however much you need in gas, okay? Because that's you holding yourself accountable. If you have to, plaster it on your wall. Put it on your bathroom mirror. I need blank to get to the retreat. Put it everywhere. See it daily. Get it done, okay? There is no reason why you can't get it done. There's no reason why everybody shouldn't be here. And what's really fun is what we're going to do is those people who do go Emerald and above, every single person who comes gets to invite one person in their downline who is showing up. So let's say that you're busting your butt for this, and let's say that it just doesn't happen, because sometimes in life that happens, right? Sometimes in life, the things that you're like pushing for and reaching for, sometimes it just doesn't happen then, right? That doesn't mean that it's never going to happen. It just means that right now it didn't happen. But let's say that you were showing up, okay? And you're going to get invited, right? Because you were showing up and you were putting in the work. And honestly, you guys, it's my dang house. If I want to invite 20 people who I see showing up working, I'm going to invite those 20 people. So don't count yourself out because you say, I can't get that promotion done. Don't count yourself out because you say, I don't have the money to do that. Say you're already going, right? I am already going. Because if I see you on every Zoom, if I see you posting, if I see you taking the critiques or whatever that your upline is giving you, if I see you genuinely trying and I see you busting your butt, because I can look in my eSuite and see everybody's enrollments. And I see this and I'm like, gosh dang, homegirl is really trying. She is showing up. She deserves to get here. I'll invite you. It's my house. We can all come if we wanted to, right? But I want y'all to work for it, okay? Work for it. It'll make it fun. You will feel amazing. I did this, right? You'll say, I earned this. Because how cool is it going to be to say that you got here because you went Emerald? How cool is it how awesome is it going to be when we're at that wherever beach or whatever where Mark is taking us? He's Hawaii, I don't know. And we're on a beach and we're like, I earned this. I busted my butt to be here and look at where I am. Just like whenever at conference, we had a team, what's the word I'm looking for? Like a team, what's the word? Competition, I don't know. And whoever enrolled the most loyal customers got to go with me on a cruise, and Cheyenne won that. How awesome was it to be able to say that you earned that? You earned that cruise with all the top leaders and freaking Mark and everybody. Like, she was on a Zoom or on a cruise ship in Tampa in the bay, cruising with Stephanie and Joel Dunn, Courtney Bohr, like all of us, like right there, because she busted her butt and she earned it. Okay. So that's fun. And guess what? She got to do business posts about that, right? You get to do business posts about this. You get to say, you guys, I'm going to Texas. Or if you live in Texas, I get to go and hang out with my friends. Like, this is one of the reasons why I love this business, because it's about friendships, fun, and freedom, right? So it can be a trip. You can take a cute picture of you at the airport, be like, going to Texas, right? Where are you going to Texas for? Oh, just hang out with all my friends because I can. That's what this business is, okay? So get excited, tell yourself you're going, put in the work, get charted, fill the volume, go Emerald, start making money, right? Start getting points for your dang our incentive trip, and we're just going to make it happen, all right? So I hope that y'all have a great night. I hope that y'all, actually, I don't hope, you all will go Emerald, and it's just going to be